Everyone knows Bruno Mars, the superstar who lights up stadiums. But few know the real Bruno, the boy who performed over 1,000 shows before 10, the teen who slept in abandoned zoos, the man who lost everything to gambling. At 39, he finally told it all. Debts, heartbreak, childhood trauma, near-fatal addiction, and a dark family secret. By age 4, while other kids played, Bruno was performing 2 shows a night, 5 days a week in his family's Waikiki act. They called him Little Elvis. Glitter jumpsuit, iconic moves. At 5, he stole the spotlight at the Aloha Bowl halftime show in front of 40,000 people. By 6, he was on the Arsenio Hall show. Before 10, he had performed nearly 1,000 shows, a foundation that made rehearsing for the Super Bowl halftime feel like play. But life wasn't always bright. At 12, his parents divorced, ending the family act. Bruno, his dad, and brother slept wherever they could. A yellow '93 Cadillac, rooftops, even an abandoned bird zoo with peacocks screaming all night. No electricity for 5 months. Showers meant sneaking into hotel pools. Dinners were often Spam musubi from 7-Eleven. Guitar practice happened by moonlight. At school, kids mocked his thrift store clothes, but Bruno pushed on, determined to turn struggle into music. Bruno earned $75 a night impersonating Michael Jackson just to pay for demos and bus fare. In 2003, labels wanted him to be the next Ricky Martin, but only in Spanish. He refused. He became Bruno Mars. Bruno after wrestler Bruno Sammartino. Mars, because a girl said he seemed from another planet. At 18, he arrived in Los Angeles with $600, 3 demos, and a luggage tag, cycling through motels and cramped studios. He lied his way into a DJ job, got fired, and sometimes survived on 99-cent tacos. Motown signed him in 2004, dropped him 9 months later, but he met Philip Lawrence, and together they formed the Smeezingtons, writing songs in a beat-up Toyota, fueling their craft with 7-Eleven burritos. A demo to Mike Lynn of Dr. Dre almost got tossed, until Bruno hit a note so high, Lynn rewound. No deal yet, but they sold Lost for $20,000 to survive. They went on to write hits like Flo Rida's Right Round and B.O.B.'s Nothing on You, selling 15 million downloads by 2010. His solo debut EP, It's Better If You Don't, barely made a splash, but 5 months later, Doo-Wops and Hooligans dropped on a $70,000 budget. It went 7x platinum in the US, sold 15 million worldwide, and stayed on UK charts for 400 weeks. Just the Way You Are hit #1 in 8 weeks. With 24K magic, every track was meticulously crafted. The title track mirrored Computer Love, Versace on the Floor echoed Babyface, and the Finesse remix with Cardi B captured early 90s vibes. Critics called it a pop's most valuable history lesson, praising Bruno for bringing funk back amid EDM dominance. In 2018, he recorded Gucci Mane's Wake Up in the Sky in under 30 minutes. By 2025, it went 6x platinum with 1.4 billion streams. Then came Silk Sonic. In Las Vegas, Bruno announced, "Silk Sonic is real." Their debut hit #1, stayed there for 2 months, and by 2022 had 2.3 billion streams. Their album, An Evening with Silk Sonic, recorded analog in one room, sold 104,000 vinyl copies in its first week, the biggest R&B vinyl debut in 30 years. Every detail mattered, from 16 snare versions for one song to Anderson .Paak's drum solo nailed in one tequila-fueled take. Their tour earned $145 million from 37 shows, nearly $4 million a night. In August 2024, Bruno teased, 8 p.m. PST, bring tissues. Minutes later, Lady Gaga dropped Die with a Smile, breaking streaming records with 27.4 million plays in one day. The black and white 16mm video featured just 2 voices, 1 chandelier, and Morse code fans decoded as One Last Dance. The song ruled the charts for 18 straight weeks and went multi-platinum in 32 countries. It was also a money machine. At its peak, it earned nearly $1 million a day in publishing, each second worth over $11. At the 2025 Grammys, Bruno and Gaga performed it with a gospel choir. When Bruno held an 11-second note, fans dubbed him a human saxophone. That moment trended #1 on Twitter. The wildest part? The final vocal was done in one take at 4:12 a.m., after Bruno smashed a tequila bottle. The glass breaking at 3:18 stayed in the song. It made it feel real, he said. Next came APT, a duet with Blackpink's Rosé. She teased it with a 9-second guitar riff on TikTok. Within 12 hours, 42 million people watched. When the full track dropped, it debuted at number 3 on the Hot 100, the biggest K-pop female duet debut ever. Its neon-filled video hit 100 million YouTube views in just 19 hours, shattering records. 9 months later, at SoFi Stadium, Rosé performed when the lights went out. Bruno appeared, and the stadium erupted. Sound meters measured it louder than a jet engine, as 1.2 tons of confetti rained down. Spotify reported a 300% streaming spike nearly a year after release. Fans wondered what APT meant. Bruno explained, "After Party Tango, inspired by a 2019 night in Buenos Aires when he and Rosé danced until sunrise. The footage? Locked on his phone. Only Rihanna knows how to open it," he joked. By August 2025, the song had over 3 billion streams, adding $48 million in merch sales to Blackpink's tour. Behind the lights, something personal unfolded. In spring 2011, Bruno met Jessica Caban in a New York hotel. They talked until 2 a.m., and within a year, she moved across the country to be with him, initially sleeping on an air mattress while he toured. By 2014, they had a home in Studio City and a dog, Geronimo. Public appearances were rare, just 3 red carpets in 13 years. In late 2024, fans noticed changes. Anniversary posts vanished, and by January 2025, Bruno was in Tokyo alone. Jessica replied to a fan query with just 15 words, fueling speculation about a split. Yet they never confirmed it, still follow each other, and co-own their house. Meanwhile, on March 15, 2024, a wild rumor claimed Bruno owed $50 million to MGM Resorts from gambling debt. Social media erupted. Bruno broke trended, and Google returned millions of results. MGM quickly denied it. Bruno owed nothing, and the story was false. Bruno turned the rumor into a joke. On April 12th, during a Park MGM show, he quipped about his $50 million debt, sending clips viral, 6.8 million TikTok views in a day. By January 2025, he hit 150 million monthly Spotify listeners, joking, "Keep streaming, I'll be out of debt in no time." 2 weeks later, he appeared with Rosé, Almost Out of Debt, which racked up 32 million views in 3 days. Even the $50 million figure wasn't entirely unbelievable. In Vegas, high rollers bet $50,000 on a single blackjack hand. Lose that just 1,000 times over several years, and it adds up, making the rumor feel almost real. Gambling harm experts even weighed in, pointing out that the math actually added up. Bruno himself had admitted in the past that he started gambling before he was even legally old enough and had once lost everything in a single poker game. That made the rumor feel eerily plausible. Layer on his massive earnings, reportedly $1.5 million per show, totaling around $90 million a year, and it wasn't hard for fans to picture him as a modern-day Sinatra, winning and losing fortunes under the same neon lights. If you enjoy classic Hollywood stories, timeless glamour, and legendary stars, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Share your favorite old Hollywood icon in the comments, or tell us who you'd love to see featured next. Turn on notifications so you never miss a new deep dive into Hollywood's golden age.